Welcome to another broadcast on this sunny, bright day, June the 3rd, 2025. I have made over 180, probably somewhere in that ballpark range, videos. 150 of them are somewhere floating out there in, in AI cloud wonderland. So the one broadcast that I did earlier this morning, if you want to check that out, would be the gang stock goods that the perps intended to steal or just cause harm by taking and sometimes replacing. You can find that it is titled, the beginning of the title is episode 180th ish. You can find that somewhere on my channel. This episode is regarding the odd things the perps steal. I mean, can we really call them thieves? Are they getting in trouble? They should, because they're breaking the law. So one thing that I found that is a little bit strange is the Parmesan cheese. I'm not sure if they're maybe Italian, maybe they're not. I don't know. But the Parmesan cheese goes missing. Canned goods, vegetables. Oh, here's those are pretty much normal. I mean, most people, if they broke into your house, they would want to steal the Parmesan cheese. Okay, first things first. But this one gets me. We did find one of our fly swatters, by the way, yesterday, because I knew that we had 3 of them. 2 of them have disappeared over the course of the last couple of years. And I found it very odd that people steal fly swatters. But nevertheless. Another thing that happens is mismatched Tupperware. So a lot of the times, when you need something convenient to pack lunch, the lid or the container, one or the other, is missing. The other one is there, which is completely useless because the person stealing it obviously probably doesn't have a use for it either. They're just gathering it and keeping it in some kind of holding cell so as to bring it back out later. Once you buy the newer product and that's out, then they will bring you back your old stuff and eventually your new stuff will go missing. See how this works? I know they don't like me to call them out on their game, but I do understand how this works, guys. I had these cute little mini butter knives. I mean, they weren't anything spectacular, but they were a smaller size butter knife. Those went missing. I'm not sure if they went to a different household, maybe somebody I knew from the past. I'm not sure. Ballpoint pens, same way, guys. They go stolen, or they bring back the ones from the trash. Just like in my prior video, the Gangstalking goods the perps intended to steal, the one that I just did earlier today. Just like in that video, same scenario with the nail polish and the ballpoint pens. What happens is they will sometimes put the ballpoint pens that you threw away that aren't working anymore out of ink. They will place those back on your counters or in the spots where you keep your pens in the home. And then they will steal the newer ones. And then when you go out and buy more, they will bring back some of the ones that you had on your shelf. Okay. That's how this works. Batteries are always missing, especially when you need them, especially when the fire alarm goes off. And we're not even going to get into that right now. Hair ties, ponytail holders. Very odd, I know. I'm not sure if this is when the Dons are spanking the prostitutes in the trafficking mess. I'm not sure what this is for. I'm not sure who's tying up who or what these are used for. I just got to make something funny of this. So, yeah, I mean, if you package hair ties, you purchase hair ties, they just go missing. Something that happened. Nail clippers. So they either break them. And they do this with everything. It's not just nail clippers. They will break your items also. They will find a way to damage it or find a way to destroy it somehow so that you can't use it. Okay, then you have to go and buy a new one, right? Because, I mean, certain things you gotta kind of have. I mean, nail clippers is something that you probably should have to, to groom yourself. Slotted spoons, forks, Sometimes they'll only take some of them, obviously, so you don't notice that all of them are missing. Sometimes my plates have even disappeared. My dinnerware, like a certain portion of plates have just like vanished and disappeared, and then they return. Mascaras and lipsticks. Sometimes when they're tossed because they're at their end of their life, or they need to be replenished because of mascara is like kind of like by the season, maybe 4 times a year, so that your eyes, don't get, infections or, conjunctivitis or whatnot. Same thing with lipsticks. If they're out, if obviously the tube is empty, you can't use it anymore. So those kind of things, they will come in as soon as you open a new one, and they will take it, or even before you open a new one, they will steal them off of your shelf. And then they will bring back the ones that you trashed, which is disgusting because somebody's actually out there going through your trash. I mean, somebody is literally picking through your trash and reinstating stuff into your house. They bring it back into your house and put it back into your supply. And this happens with a lot of things. So another thing that I noticed is, I mean, I guess that's just one way to say trust your treasure. Then we're going to talk a little bit about the nail polish. Same thing that I was saying in a previous video, is that they have stolen the new one. Then they brought back about 5 old ones, and then they were tarred and feathered with gunk on the outside and covered in cotton ball. Tarred and feathered nail polish. Sorry, I can make a note here. And yeah. And these were pretty gross. They were kind of like at the end of the, how nail polish kind of gets a weird consistency when you can't spread it anymore. You can't, it's dried up. So that was that. But feel free to listen to the other video, because there's some interesting stuff in that about the granola, also the Morse code and the bullet holes in the granola. So you got to be careful what you purchase. You really got to think about this, about spending your money. Also, that's one thing to think about is, when you're spending your money, who do you want to spend it with? Who do you trust? Whose pockets do you want to line with money? Just give that a lot of thought before you go to purchase something, and think about whether you want to go in person and do it or not. So that was, those are my most recent videos regarding goods that I can think of that are most recent, but there's a whole laundry list of stuff that these perps tamper with. And next up, I think I'm going to be bold and brazen, and I'm going to make this video, this gaslight court cons. And if you would like to hear about this, and you know what, you guys, if you want to push me to go live here and be on camera, I'll do that, because then I can kind of show you the bullet holes in the granola, in the love granola. I think it's important to do that. Sometimes I feel bad that I cannot share if I'm not on camera, because, hair and makeup hasn't got to me yet this morning. And, it's important to be presentable, to take care of yourself. It's important. But the next one, I guess we'll go with the gaslight court cons and how this all plays. If you're not buying into the system, you guys, you're not a team player. Leave a comment. Have a blessed day.